The Gonzales v. Carhart case was a case that took place in 2007, and it was held over the debate of this controversial abortion procedure. So the plaintiffs, which included Dr. Carhart and other doctors, sued to try to stop the 2003 Partial Birth Abortion Plan Act from going into effect. This court case is one of the key U.S. Supreme Court cases due to the fact that it was the first case since Roe v. Wade to hold an abortion restriction unconstitutional without a health exception for safeguarding women's health. So most abortions tend to occur during the first trimester of pregnancy. During this time period, it's known as pre-viability, and so states are, legally prohibited from outright banning abortion before the human fetus develops to the point where it could live independently of the mother. So for the abortions that do take place in the second trimester, now the most common procedure is known as dilation and evacuation, or D&E. At this stage, it is also known as post-viability, and so states are in fact allowed to regulate abortion so long as the restriction does not endanger the life or health of pregnant women. Previously, physicians were able to perform another procedure that was known as intact dilation and extraction, or DNX, to help the patients in extreme cases, such as in second trimester miscarriages, in order to help the pregnant woman from stop hemorrhaging as fast as possible. The DNX procedure was banned when the Partial Birth Abortion Act of 2003 was passed. Congress believed that these abortion procedures, the DNX procedures, were never medically necessary. So Carhart disagreed and argued that the act was invalid because it was vague and it imposed undue burden on the right of abortion. So he took the case to court, but he won both at the District Court and Court of Appeals, and was then granted cert by the U.S. Supreme Court. Later on, the Supreme Court stated by a ruling of 5-4 that the DNX procedures were never medically necessary, as well as that women have other alternative procedures to that banned procedure. So one ethical dilemma that we come across with this case is the preserving of a potential life at the expense and the health of another already existing life. There are many cases in which women don't find out that they're pregnant until late into the pregnancy, which is kind of they have no choice rather than go through with the pregnancy, which is not right ethically, because their power of choice is taken away from them. So while we may be helping preserve this potential life, we are purposely putting at risk an individual that we know is already of sound body and mind by making that individual resort to methods of abortion that are potentially less safe for them and, could lead to death. So another ethical dilemma that has to do with the woman's right to abort is when the fetus has serious anomalies, which was not considered in this case. A lot of these conditions cannot be diagnosed until the second trimester, so the choice to end that pregnancy can be taken away. So yeah, that is the Gonzales v. Carhart